Hello everyone, and we're back for another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals.
And for this episode, we will be featuring this large duck-billed dinosaur, the LEGO-compatible custom Jurassic World Evolution Edmontosaurus. But first of all, I'd like to thank YouTube.com Audio Library for this awesome background music. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Just click on the icons below. Thanks everyone! The Guess This PC contest winners will be announced at the end of the video, but first, here is how to join. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and then click on the community link to see all my posts. Such magnificent creatures. Well, anyways, let's go on with the making of the Edmontosaurus. The Edmontosaurus base is actually the previous Parasaurolophus that I made before several years ago. And this time, I made several adjustments in terms of the leg height, as well as the parts of the head, as well as the neck. Then eventually I moved on to sculpting and then primering, and then here I'm starting with the base colors. As you can see, I started with this light brown and then with the whitish tail, very similar to that of the Jurassic World Evolution Edmontosaurus. And since the most striking feature of that Edmontosaurus would be the turquoise head as well as the stripings or patterning on its entire body, I really tried to emulate that by doing the same patterns as well. So here it is with the whip of the patterns as well as that of the head. And I'm really liking it. I just continued on with the details, and afterwards this is how it looked like, and I'm really satisfied by it. It also has this yellow beak and crest. And that's about it for the making of Edmontosaurus. Now we move on to Assembrix. You can do it, and let's bolt in. I have laid the parts on the table, and now it's time for us to count. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 parts to it. Now we can start with Assembrix. Let's start with the head. Let's put the lower jaw. And that should fit. Yep. Kinda a little bit tricky, but hey, it works. Let's put on the neck. Then let's attach it to the body. Oops, wrong side, Allan. There you go. Then let's put on the legs. And once those are assembled, we can attach the hind legs. Let's start with the left one and then with the right. I really like the patterning of these colors. I'm so loving it. Let's continue building. Let's put on the forelegs. And once that's done, the last part would be the tail. And that completes the figure. The LEGO compatible custom Edmontosaurus. And moving on with the video, it's time for us to have a closer look. Now, there are actually two versions of the Edmontosaurus in the Jurassic World franchise, the one in the website and also the one in Jurassic World Evolution. Now, the patterning is actually based off from this photo on the Jurassic World website, but I added in the crest just a little bit extra. Asher will be coming back later for some size comparisons, but for now, let us continue with the closer look. And looking at it, I'm really loving the patterns. I can't stop repeating it. It has this yellow crest on top. It looks a little bit weird, but I'm liking it. The head is colored turquoise. It's really vibrant. And then it moves on with several splotches of patterning from the body to the tail. The tail will have a little bit darker patterning, if you can see. Now for me, the main distinguishing feature of this figure, oops, it fell, of this figure would be the head. It's really odd looking, it's really duck-like. For the articulations, you can spin the head like so and then move it up and move it down. It can open its mouth, things like that. Very similar to that of my Iguanodon. For stance, it can either stand up like this, so we can have a better view of the surroundings when looking for danger or other predators. Whoops! I think it needs a base plate. Well, anyways, but for most of the time, it will actually be on all fours, feeding on low-lying shrubs, and of course drinking, and doing most stuff on all fours. Yeah. So like my other recent hadrosaurs, it will have articulations on the elbows, it can move its legs, and also it can move its tail. The tail is rather stiff and long. And I guess that's it for the closer look. Now it is time for us to move on to size comparisons. And for the size comparisons, I'll be bringing out Asher Hat. And here it is. So, comparing the size proportions with that of a human being, you can see that the size proportions is actually very much similar. The height as well as the length is pretty much on point. Now let's bring the Edmontosaurus at the back to make some space for other hadrosaurs that I had. And this is the first one, the Iguanodon. This Iguanodon is actually one of my more recent customs. For hadrosaurs, it has this twisting capability on the wrist, and it can also open and close its mouth. Very much similar to that of my Edmontosaurus. The Iguanodon video can be viewed on the Extinct Breeds playlist, so do check it out after watching this video. Okay, so that is the Iguanodon. Let's compare it with the Edmontosaurus in terms of size. You can see that definitely the Edmontosaurus is much longer than that of the Iguanodon. And comparing it in terms of height, you can see here from the front view that the Edmontosaurus is really taller by a few centimeters compared to that of the Iguanodon. It is also much bulkier than that of the Iguanodon as well. See? Even from the sides. Alright, so let's put it aside and let's have the next comparison. This is the Lambeosaurus. Now, I like the Lambeosaurus because it is really unconventional. The colors of the crest is really vibrant. I like the way it is actually executed. It is based off from the prehistoric kingdom Lambeosaurus. And comparing it in size, definitely the Edmontosaurus is much larger than that of the Lambeosaurus. The Lambeosaurus size is actually also the same size as that of the Parasaurolophus here. Now, the Parasaurolophus is actually based off from the Jurassic Park version of this Parasaurolophus. It is a male Parasaurolophus. Actually, it has this red markings on the head with a brown crest. The stripings on the sides are actually based off from those references as well. Before we move on with the roll call, let's not forget the Dryosaurus. The Dryosaurus is actually part of the hadrosaur family as well. It is one of the more primitive hadrosaurs that we have. And now, I think they're complete. We have actually 5 hadrosaurs in the list. All of these hadrosaurs had their own videos now, so do check it out after this video. There are numerous other hadrosaurs out there that have really colorful crests and other features, so I'd like to hear your comments and your suggestions on what hadrosaurs we would be checking out next. Now it's time for us to have a roll call. Jurassic Park Parasaurolophus, Prehistoric Kingdom Lambeosaurus, Jurassic World Dryosaurus, Alligator the Iguanodon from the Disney Dinosaur movie, and of course, Edmontosaurus from Jurassic World. I hope you like it! This video feature is about to end, so it's time for us to have some last looks on the Edmontosaurus. For those of you who do not know yet, the name Edmontosaurus actually came from the place where it was discovered, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The Edmontosaurus lived in the late Cretaceous period around 73 to 66 million years ago and is actually part of the Hadrosauridae family. It can grow up to a height of 3 meters and with a length of 43 feet. It weighed around 7.3 tons. Wow! Just look at the Edmontosaurus. Despite its size, it's really a docile and gentle creature. And that ends our video featured on the Edmontosaurus. I hope you liked it. Now it's time for us to announce the Guess SPC contest winners. But first, here are our lucky picks. And we have 10 on the list. Mastersaurus Rex, Anna Panfinska, Vignew Jakoktoch, Stanley Wawer, Ali Ahmed, Sergente Mateo Cabagna, Inga W, Creeperman Dan 09, Dinosaurus Imperius, Dude Dirty. Congratulations everyone, and now for top 10 winners.
Top 10.
John Xavier Garganilla,
Top
Dinosaur
9.
Awesome 344,
Top 8.
The Acro 34,
Top 7.
Aritaurus BR,
Top 6.
Victor Gabriel,
Top 5.
Yaroslav Novokatsky,
Top 4.
Jago West Animation,
Top
Mamad Mamad,
2. Top 2.
GCL, and
Top
Myanmar.
1.
Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess SPC contest. Also, our babies Moira and Asher has their own vlog now, The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and support their channel as well. Thank you for the support everyone. Please also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar!